Sure. I can at least give examples of what I think are the most important trends for people to pay attention to. And those are going to be just two really big ones for me. The first is the idea of millennials being more important, more powerful than ever before. We hear so much about them, and it's tempting to say what is next or what's up with the next generation. But I believe there is not a single demographic as important or as powerful or as influential as this generation of millennials in Canada, in the United States, and frankly, everywhere around the world. So if you want to know what the trends in business or culture or communications or industry are to follow, pay attention to people 20 to 34 because they set the trends that the rest of us are then affected by. My second big trend to talk about right now would be the growth of asset-light technologies, which is one of my favorite things. And that's really just an umbrella term for the fact that we no longer need to own or control the things that we use. We can borrow, rent, stream, share, anything we used to like. It's the way that we used to have to buy or rent a DVD, and now you've got Netflix. You used to have to own a CD or even buy an MP3, and now you can stream through Rdio or Songza or Spotify. It's the way that you can have a car for an hour through Zipcar or AutoShare, or the way that you can borrow a bike when you need it on Bixby, or the way that you can even rent out your own house as a hotel room through Airbnb. There's been a huge element of technological disruption that has changed our world from being one in which we've had to own something to be able to use it to now just being able to borrow. And I think this is going to have a huge impact on all of us in the very near future. So I say this as a card-carrying member of Generation X. I could not be more Gen Xy if I tried. And the piece of advice I would give is this: never bother trying to market to us or connect to us. If you do a great job of connecting to boomers, and you do a great job of connecting to millennials, you will do a spectacular job of connecting to Generation X. Because while we do have some characteristics of our own, our single most defining characteristic is this: we either behave an awful lot like younger boomers, or we behave an awful lot like older millennials. We're often looking for things like houses and cars, and we've got families, and we're settling down, and we're focused on the future in the way that boomers tend to be. But at the same time, we're also very technologically proficient. We're using social media. We're on our phones all the time. We have the media habits of a millennial. I always say, look, you've got a limited number of dollars. You've got a limited number of resources to connect with whomever your target is in whatever capacity. Boomers and millennials will cover Generation X for. What is an album? No, okay, I get what you're saying. All right, no, I'm just kidding. So if I had a choice on a desert island, it wouldn't be an album. It would be a subscription to Rdio, which I think would handle everything for me. But if you're going to actually make me pick a record and I have to pick just one, it is probably Suede's Dog Man Star, which I still think is my favorite album of all time by my favorite band.